we took a data value off. We took one of those 29s off the list out there at the very end. So if I go back into the stats screen and I go into the edit column, I have my information currently in list number 2. I'd have to scroll all the way down till I got to that last item. And now I can delete this one item. And there's at least 1 or 2 problems where they will give you a list of data and they will say, if this data item wasn't there, what would that do to the mean? And so you got to get rid of it. You don't have to set the whole list again, just get rid of it. And then when you need it back, reinstall it, put it back in the list because they always take you back to the original list again. So here, if I want to get rid of that, yes, I can delete this. It's not going to ask me, do you want to delete? It's just going to delete it right away. That wasn't in the label, so it did not affect the entire list. It just took care of that one little character that's sitting out there. And now I can run one variable statistics again. Second and quit, back to the home screen. Some of you will be able to use the up arrow to scroll back to previous commands, but all of you would be able to use the second and enter to be able to pull up the last command that you had, or you can rebuild the command from scratch. Doesn't make a difference, okay? If I reanalyze that list on list number 2, look what it did to the mean value. Up here, my mean value, when I was in this list, my mean value was also 20.5. Notice how the mean and the median turned out to be exactly the same. That's not going to happen all the time. When that happens, that means that the data set that you were looking at had kind of a nice characteristic about it that we'll talk about a little bit later on. But what did it do to the mean value now? Now all of a sudden my mean value is 19.7 if I go to 1 decimal place. Previously, the mean and the median were in the same place. But now look what happened. The mean value is shifted slightly off center. Mean is always influenced by what the value item itself is. So excessively large or excessively small values can change the values you're getting in the problem. Basically, the calculator will do all the good stuff for you, but where the data is going to be centered may not necessarily be in the same place all the time. Excessively large or excessively small values. So just out of curiosity, go back to your list. And go down and put in a difference item number 12. Put in something big, something really big. Something that's going to require 3 digits. Okay, there's 3 digits. And run the analysis on it again. I added a 100 at the end here. I added a 100 at the end here, and look what it did to my mean. See what it did to the mean? 26.4, over here somewhere. Does that look like the center of that data? Or does that data look lopsided? Lopsided data we refer to as being skewed. Just for reference purposes, excessively large and excessively small values are going to be values that we want to target and find before we get too heavy into data analysis. So a little bit more description in here. So here's a larger set of data that did exactly that.